the top of the sculpture to make the top of the trees. So the gum leaves need to be long and narrow, and there's a couple of different ways of doing them. I'll show you the two different ways. I'll do two videos. So the first one I'm going to do is the way that I have done this one, which is a Tunisian crochet technique. And you're basically starting off with about 20 chain so that you've got an end to tie on, and then each of the leaves is going to be roughly 15 to 20 chain long. So I've just started over here. This is a little bit short, so I'm just going to finish off a few more chain. Okay, so that's the tie-in. This is the leaf here. Now, I'm going to start off at the end with just a double crochet in the first 5 chain. Now you can adjust this if you'd like. You can make them a little bit longer in each section if you want, or shorter. We don't want all the leaves to look identical. So now I'm going to go on to half trebles because we want that leaf to start widening out a bit. So I'm going to do about another 5 of them as well. So that's 3. Okay, 4 and 5. And see how I'm putting the hook underneath 2 of the strands in the stitch. That way we don't end up with a big loopy end here. Okay, so now that I've done 5 of those, and I'm going to do 5 trebles. So there's 2, okay, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and this is where we start widening out. Instead of doing your next stitch into the chains, you're going to do a part way through the treble previously. Pull up a loop, and now go into the chain and pull up a loop like normal, and see how we now have 4 instead of 3. So you're going to go through 2, through 2 and through 2. So our next one is going to be the same yarn over, pull up a loop, and then go into the next stitch, pull up a loop. So there's our 4 again. And our next one we're going to make a little bit wider again. So we're pulling up we're pulling up a loop in the middle of the stitch, but we're wrapping our hook this time, going into the chain and then pulling up another loop. So now we've got 5 on the hook. So go through 2, through 2, through 2 and through 2. So each time you take your stitches off your hook, you go through 2, and I'm going into the next one, doing the same stitch again. So now we've got our wider part of the leaf, and now we're going to decrease. So the hook's going into the first part of the stitch, but without wrapping first. And I'm going to wrap this one and go into the chain, and that'll give us a nice step down that's a bit smoother than just going straight to the next one, which is bringing the yarn through partway through the stitch, and then no wrapping and going into the chain. So you're back to the 3 like a normal treble, and now a double crochet into the starting chain, and we're going to do another 20 chain and repeat the same thing again for each of the stitches, and just make them, the leaves, all slightly different so it looks more realistic.